Now we have just mounted this with this clamp. We have fixed this. Now we can just leave it in the air. This is mounted like this. Now we'll feed the water inside. We are feeding the water. Now to maintain the level, because we don't have any float wall or any bigger product source tank, so how we will maintaining the level is whatever product we will be taking out, we will again put it in the hopper. So by doing that, we will maintain the level of the product. Now to start, let's first calibrate this. We need a measuring cup. Here is the measuring cup, but first we need the product to become till this end, means this whole pipeline should be filled with the product. So what we will do is, we will go to the setting, we have pressed the calibration again, and we'll do the filling start. We'll place a container below this and we'll press the key filling start, and once the product starts coming here, and we'll stop it. Stop. Yeah, now you can see the product has been filled in the pipes. The whole pipeline got filled with the product. There is no air inside. Now we'll empty this. Now actually we will do the calibration. The actual calibration will be done now. Now first you check if the speed with which the product is flowing. I am pressing the start, and you check if this speed is comfortable. If it is comfortable, then it's fine. Otherwise we have an option to change the speed from here. So this speed was comfortable for me, so I have did the filling start, and now the filling stop, and I got some product in the measuring cup. Now I'm just checking how much ml I have received. I will show you. This is around 700, so it's something around 690 ml. If this is visible, I don't know, because in this camera it's not visible, but this is somewhere around 690 ml. Yeah, you can see 700. It's just below one line, below 700. So it's 690 ml. So I'll be entering 690 ml. Like this. This was the test. But again, as I have not reset it, so it will not work. This is the mistake many people do. So we will do it again. Now I'm resetting it. After resetting, this pulse count becomes 0. Now I'm putting the product again in the tank and again do the trial run. I'm doing filling start and stop. I have stopped, and now you got some pulse count, whatever it may be, it doesn't matter. We just need to check how much ml we got into the measuring cup, because we need to enter this into the fill volume received. So I can see this time it's around 660 ml. So I am putting it 660 and enter. Now the machine understand that after counting this much pulse is a small fraction of rotation of motor. So this is a unit it will consider. In this much time it counted this much pulse and it got this much volume, so it will calibrate itself. Now I will save it. Now I can go further and I can say I want 500 ml. So I have did 500 ml, but 500 ml bottle will be little smaller, but let's try it 150 ml. I will not fill in the bottle first. I will just fill in the measuring cup to check 500 ml or not. I'm going to the manual mode again and I'm loading the recipe, same recipe, but I'm pressing the load to load it. Now I can operate it. So again putting it into the container. I'm just marking a line so that you can understand where the 500 ml line is, because it's not very clear. Now this is our 500 ml line. Now we'll be filling it using the manual mode, so we'll be pressing the foot switch. Now not any function in the PLC, we'll be using the machine manually and filling the 500 ml. You can see it got filled 500 ml. We will fill it again twice or thrice. We are putting the material back to the tank to maintain the product level. Of course we don't want to reduce the product level. If there would have a float valve, then we don't need to fill it again and again. So here you can see same. We are putting it back to the tank, taking one more. Oh sorry, it got little bit outside. Still you can see not much difference. So we are getting the 500 ml. Now if you are not convinced with this ml, we also have this thing.